I forgot to wear a jacket. Zinthone reporting in, and I don't know, welcome D-Talk, a PSA, I don't know what I'm going to call this. To be perfectly honest, I'm in a bit of a rut now. Or at least for the past weekend at this point. Like, okay. Like, and actually at this point, I wasn't even planning on making a video. Actually, what I was planning on doing tonight was just editing Analysis 5. But then I'm at work, and things happen, and I get thinking to a habit that I have where, you know, I start thinking about something that is kind of pisses me off, and then it keeps on going bigger and bigger. I've calmed down compared to when I started work, but really, as you know from the title, which should be including the word spoilers, I am pretty PO'd about spoilers. No, it's not anything too specific. No, I mean, like, but it's a generalization of spoilers. I need a drink. Thank you, Lannis. So, I don't know if it's just the day and age we're in, or if just maybe some people just don't know the discretion of warnings, but yeah, I'm having problems with spoilers right now. Like, it's just, why don't I clarify, okay? Like, you see, probably most people, if not just myself, we enjoy our films and video games and books and stories just because, you know, oh, they fascinate us, and, you know, by going through them, we're just gonna go along for the journey, and then, oh, what's this? A little boy comes out of nowhere and falls down a well, and it's up to you to rescue him? That happened in that story! Wow! I felt that rush of adrenaline of, oh, I need to be a hero. But had I been told I was going to be doing that today, in this story, or a story, I would have been prepared. Maybe not a good comparison, but gotta fix the sliding. Please excuse me. There. At least the lighting's better this time around. The beam in front of me. Anyways, in this day and age, some people say, fuck it, I'm gonna tell everything. Because you see, using movies as an example, when someone sees a good movie, they want to talk about it. They want to, like, spread the word and let other people know this is a good movie, a very good movie, and you need to know the ending before you see it and before knowing anything else. Maybe not just the ending, but anything inside of it, or anything that you shouldn't be knowing, or something that, like, because thank you, Linus. Linus, I don't want Coke. I'd like my iced tea. Go get my iced tea! Thank you, Linus. I didn't even plan on that one. Of course, people can be discreet through word of mouth, if they wish, and if they have the control. That's fine and dandy, but then there's the internet. Whether through a simple music video of an AMV, through a review or a top 10 list. Or even articles, or even titles of an article. And just by saying a single phrase, or even a word, or name sometimes, it's just enough to take away that surprise from you. And I'm actually having this problem right now, because you see, like, I don't feel like that there's enough discretion. Sure, maybe recently half of the problems right now is just only coming from a single person, admittedly. I will not name names, but still. And then today, my coworker, who's also in the anime, tells me that I should be watching a few shows like Darker Than Black, or this foreign film called Battle Royale. But even though he's telling me to go and watch these shows and a movie, he still tells me stuff that I should not be knowing, that I would not want to know! Now, I'm not entirely pissed off with everything that he talked about, but still, like, you know, he did talk about a few shows that I should be watching, a few anime shows that I should be watching, but he still tells me a few things that and sort of takes away the surprise. Now, I remember on my break, I tried relaxing. I felt like listening to music. I wanted to listen to the opening intro for Gundam Wing, and then the first ending to Gundam Seed. Those were both good songs. They were relaxing. Now, there were some problems with finding the Gundam Seed ending, because for some reason, whoever posted the most searched video, the vocal was a male, or at least a warped male voice. I don't know. I found a female vocal. It was an AMV. I thought, hey, this is a pretty good AMV. I like how this guy's doing it, and why not I keep watching it? Then I get spoilers because of some of the stuff happened that I didn't even know happened, because I didn't finish the anime, did you? And then, I mean, like, before that boom, that explosion into the anime, what happened to this one, I'm not gonna say, but what happened to blah 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 blah, I was actually thinking, hey, I'm liking this song, and I'm liking how the story's going, and, oh, I remember this, like, love triangle square thing that I remember was there, but I don't remember, but it was never confirmed, and I thought, hey, maybe I should start watching this show again, because I didn't finish before. I liked it before when it was out on Toonami, and why don't I go and finish it why don't I go and start watching it this weekend, or when I get home? I didn't finish the video because of, like, two things that happened that I did not expect to happen, and I am getting a little loud, I am sorry, but, like, you know, I'm actually revisiting my emotions, wow, and, I mean, now, yes, at the beginning, I did throw a bottle that had some Snapple inside of it. And, by the way, I'm not having any alcohol right now, if you're having any concern, because I don't want to use alcohol, alright? I'm good with my iced tea. Second off, I wanted to ramble about this since work, okay? And the beginning intro was supposed to be just part of my thoughts. In other words, I want to throw a bottle. Now, I got to do that. Yes, I had to take several takes because, hey, I had to get in the shot. But still, like, now I'm actually back to being a little pissed off again. And I will also admit that this is supposed to be some therapy for me, but at least I'm going to be getting this out loud. It's a real piss off to me. Especially because, now, look, I'm not going to say, hey, if your shtick in making a review or doing a music video, AMV, includes putting some spoilers for your content, that's perfectly fine. I've admittedly done that before on some Kingdom Hearts AMVs that I used to have. But, I don't know, it's just the thing is, spoilers are everywhere. And sometimes I don't feel like some people have the sanctity or the discretion of saying spoiler warning. Yes, maybe some things may be, yeah, you're bound to know the spoiler, but actually, how about this, alright? Here's my example, alright? Watch Mojo. More or less, I kind of hate them. I more like them, but I do have some hate for them. Because you see, Watch Mojo is one of those channels, or review channels, or top 10 channels, that has a slew and pretty much a library of everything there is to talk about. And on occasion, they give spoiler warning. But it doesn't always work. And sometimes I know that there have been a few times where they didn't give a spoiler warning. And I felt like I feel like with the majority of their videos, they just assume you know that you've already seen everything they're gonna show. I hate them, I could say, if I were to give hate, or I would hate them for 2 or 3 reasons. Well, I'm gonna just say 2.5, because one of them I didn't originally care for, but it still ruined something. They honestly ruined Spider-Man 2, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 for me, and they weren't even talking about The Amazing Spider-Man. They were talking about, it was a how it should have ended top 10 list, and they were talking about the Spider-Man 3 how it should have ended. Yet they mentioned Amazing Spider-Man 2. As it is a habit for me to not give spoilers, or at least not to try to be considerate of you, I'm not going to say what it was. And also, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to give them a link to Watch Mojo, because I don't want to give them promotion, because, like I said, I'm a little pissed off at them still. And it's never going to go away. You can go and look up their top 10 how it should have ended videos. And I will tell you this, that you will have wanted to watch all 5 of the Spider-Man movies that are out right now, and then watch the video, because they will spoil The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And that pissed me off, because that was something I had no expectation that would actually happen. Unless I read the comics, but still, I did not expect that to happen. I am sorry if I spoiled it, but still, it's a lot more discreet than they did. And then another time, when on another top 10 list, I'm not going to say what the list was, but it did spoil something for This Is the End with Seth Rogen and, what do you know, the guy who played Harry in the original Spider-Man trilogy. Oh, sorry, I got hiccups. This is the end, and, the one where, somebody, if not Seth Rogen, said, Hermione Granger's robbed us. Sorry. It was in the trailer. I still don't know what happened in the spoiler, or how, but it pulled the rug out from underneath me, and, I actually got lucky and forgot that. But then for some reason, I watched the same list again, and then I got reminded, and now I can't forget. And then the same thing happened again when I watched, I will not say what it is, but the top 10 list was a top 10 saddest moments in television, TV series. They spoiled it in Dexter. They spoiled Dexter. Or at least, it was if it was the one build-up this one specific friend of mine wanted to give me to go and watch Dexter, Watch Mojo completely ruined it. I am never going to forget what happened. Not because I was devastated or anything, it's just that I now know. And Now I know it's going to happen no matter what. And I didn't even finish the first season as of now. And this happens in a later season. Now, not that I haven't been watching this series lately, but still, I'm for sure that one did not have a spoiler warning. Maybe the other two, but not the top 10 saddest moments on TV. It did not have a spoiler warning, and it just expected me to know everything that was on the list. I barely watch TV nowadays, and even then, I don't watch all the shows because I don't watch every show because every show is not always appealing to me. And even if they are, it's not enough for me to go and sit down and watch the entire series. And, I mean, look, and I know that certain spoilers are inevitable because of, well, reasons such as, like, marketing. I I remember when, when Resurrection F was coming out, like, alright, at least by the time, like, whether it came out in Japan or not first at this time, I remember seeing that they were marketing the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan and Golden Frieza at Hot Topic. Nothing's wrong with promoting that stuff, but the movie wasn't even in theaters yet here in America! Why promote it? Okay, sorry about that. Okay, I get why to promote it, but still, we didn't know it. And wasn't that supposed to be something that we really would have really wanted to see as a big, like, what the fuck, oh my gosh, this is happening kind of thing if you saw the movie? I still enjoyed the movie, but I still knew that the stuff was happening, but I still knew what was going to come! And then, like I said, and some people like making AMVs, but they don't want to just go in with, oh, this is a spoiler-free AMV. No, I want to put in something cool, and that cool moment is actually the spoiler or the death of the main villain, or hero, or whatever. And I'm not going to say this AMV contains spoiler images, but I will say that I don't want to feel like that it's a requirement to watch an entire series, or play an entire video game, or even a video game that you can't play because you don't have the right console, just so then you don't get, just so then a small video that will show you a single clip will spoil it for you. I don't want to have that feeling, yet another friend, that's not the same, wanted to show me Walking Dead. I'm up to the first episode of the 4th season. But before even getting to there, I was told several things. Not necessarily everything, but I was told several things that happened before I even got to them. Such as let's see, I don't know whether if, blank character died, this zombie anatomy, and this other zombie anatomy, along with, something about the, a certain couple getting together. That doesn't tell you much, and it doesn't tell you when, but it's a lot better than being told what they were, right? For anybody who hasn't watched The Walking Dead, you don't even know what I'm talking about. All I just understood was zombie anatomy and two people get together. There's still enough to throw you off, and, oh, hey, well, there's nothing wrong with talking about zombie anatomy. Because you want to know how, because it's kind of a little inevitable sometimes to try to talk about, oh, what's this creature's workings like in a TV show? But it didn't tell you what they were. Had you heard what they really were, you were not expecting that. But by what it is, now you know, now you're prepared, you're now preparing yourself. It's kind of like saying, like, oh, hey, this movie is so great. It's the greatest thing ever. It will blow the socks off of you. You go in, you expect to be having your socks blown off, but it doesn't happen because it was very underwhelming to you, because, or you overhype, or you get overhyped that you built yourself up, only to be smashed back down so hard, and That's why I don't like spoilers. And that's why with my reviews, the ones that I have posted recently, the ones that I have posted, and ones I've yet to post, I want to try to be very careful with spoilers, because I don't want to ruin anybody's experience. And yet, right now, I feel like that I have to suffer. I'm a good person. I treat people nice. And yet, I have some of this bad karma. I don't know where it's coming from. It's just that I'm finding out stuff that I don't want to know yet. I mean, like, I even got a spoiler because I even got, like, a possible theory that pretty much would be a spoiler just by merely mentioning it for the Star Wars Episode 7 movie that's coming out in December. Like, and all I did was just read the title of an article. What fans are expecting to happen. Don't look it up. You'll ruin the movie for yourself. I can understand why, but that doesn't mean I want to know yet. And I also know I'm going to be screaming at the movie theater if it does happen. Don't look it up. Do not look it up. I am trying to spare you. It's kind of ironic because, you see, the recent horror game on the PlayStation 4, Until Dawn. I watched Markiplier play Until Dawn. I watched only a few videos in, and I thought the game was good. It looked beautiful. Very good animation. Well-rounded acting. And it was like a mystery that was completely new. It seemed original. Had a few unexpected things. And I wanted to know more unexpected things that I didn't know yet. And that game is the reason why I have a new console. However, that console was co-bought along with the game. And, well, the game was glorious. It was a new story, and I apparently watched the Screw Attack review of the game. Is it good? Yes. A big, wholeheartedly yes. That video didn't give me any spoilers. It didn't show me the antagonist, save for the one in the mask. And I was looking forward to just figuring out the mystery myself, looking for all the clues, character dialogue, walking through the story, and then I buy the game. But the console is at Sonali's house, for reasons. I'm okay with the conditions. It's nothing selfish. It's just that the both of us are concerned about my brother's friends, because two of the people that they have brought in have stolen from us. We are paranoid. We don't want anybody to steal our PlayStation 4. So I'm perfectly fine with the game console being at her house where she and her parents live. Now, with that, there's a little bit of a disadvantage. I'm already at a disadvantage because I work, and usually when I'm out with friends, or at least in this case her, I give my focus on her. I give my focus on that, and I try to not give myself distractions with either my computer or a game. I'm nice that way. I try to give you my attention as much as I can and not get distracted. Now, I don't always feel like playing a video game. For a long time, I didn't feel like playing on my 360, at least for the past year or less. Now, with the game console and the game at her place, she gets to play it more. I'm okay with that. But what I'm not okay with is her getting further. Talking about stuff that happens later in the game. And then she gives me a clue to who's the good. Oh! That's fine. I think the thing was kind of already broken anyways. Thank you, Linus. Oh, here. Thank you. Thank you, Linus. The game was ruined. And it doesn't help when you kind of show a picture. I mean, actually, okay, remember Resident Evil when it came out on the PlayStation 1? When you met your first zombie? That was a good reveal! That was a good build-up and then reveal of the enemy! I wanted that! Here! But then I wanted that with Until Dawn. But I don't get that for the... But I don't get that! I don't get that. And it's ironic because a day or two, because a week before that, she was telling me not to give her any spoilers on Despicable Me 2, because the following day we were gonna watch that movie. What the fuck? It's kind of ironic because, I try to calm down, and all I can do to calm down is just leave. Or at least go to the next room. Didn't really work. And actually, I was right before work, and I'm pretty much now putting into a new rule for myself of do not talk to anybody before you go and work at your job, because I cannot be angry before work, or else I will be unable to work. Because that day, I was unable to work because I was all agitated. Technically, I was okay with working without work. Technically, I was okay with not working that day because I hate the 7 p.m. shift I had that night. I prefer my 2 p.m. shift. But still, I cannot be calm. I sometimes contemplate some disgust I have for people. Not necessarily anybody specific, just in general. I mean, there's the idea of being an introvert because you don't have to deal with society. You can just only have to care for yourself. Now, I'm not going to become an introvert, but it does feel better to not have to worry about, oh, hey, am I going to run into somebody and are they going to tell me something that I don't want to know just yet because I want to find the surprise for myself? I mean, and I'm lucky if I forget something. It's hard for me. I mean, it's ironic for me because I either forget things or I remember things. And I remember the things that I don't want to remember, or I forget the things that I should be remembering. Like school. It's unfortunate. I mean, it's oh, I remember the things I'm interested in. I can name it, you just show me, you just play a Pokemon Cry for me, I will know, I'm gonna know about it about 90% of the time. I can probably list off a bunch of the Pokemon and their order. You try to talk to me in Spanish, yeah, I'm not going to remember anything, and I'm not going to remember a word. I don't remember a word. I mean, I remember a few words. It's just that I'm not going to remember my lessons. Hardly not much. And I mean, there are some movies that I saw from reviewers, like the Dom, Nostalgia Critic, maybe Chris Stuckman. I chose not to watch those movies. I chose not to watch their videos until I saw the movie that they were talking about. And because I wanted the impression myself. I wanted to experience it firsthand, rather than have them tell me how to feel, or them to tell me, "Oh, here's a big twist," and now you don't know now you know the twist. I mean, most movies I'm okay with, because some movies I've already seen, or some movies I don't really care to see. And having spoiler frustration doesn't exactly help me right now in my predicament where I have to, go and try to figure out what job do I want to go for. Like, am I going to be comfortable having, a flexible job but having to start from the ground up? Or go with the job that I'm working with right now and become full-time, but with an unflexible schedule that will not deter or differentiate. Maybe I would be drunk if I did drink. No, I would. I'm not happy, and I'm just pissed off, and, I'm supposed to be calm about this? Oh, sorry, it slipped out. Then why did you... It's also ironic because, certain someone once said, another time when I got angry was, I wish she expressed herself more. Because I was trying to be reserved because I didn't feel like doing something, and then we ended up not doing that something, which is a good thing, yet I felt guilty about not doing that something. What the Well, power. Please excuse me. There. It's charging now, but I think I can move the camera a little. It's not exactly easy for me to remain calm because I have a lot of anger inside. When I get angry, I'm not exactly pleasant. When I get angry, I'm not necessarily going to be spatting bad language right at you. It's just that when I get angry, I'm all grumpy. When I get angry, on the inside, I really, really, really want to punch a wall. And I have to be the civilized person when I get mad, because I cannot get mad. I do not want to do that kind of stuff. I do not want to be that mean. I do not want to be that damaging. And yet I feel damaged when I keep it all in. And I don't want to do any irreversible damage. Like I said before, sometimes I want to punch a wall. But if I punch the wall, hey, I got a hole in the wall, and now I got to pay for it to seal it up, and even then, it looks weird, unless I paint over it. Or in some cases, hey, ruined friendship. I remember one time where I got really pissed off about something back in, 2001. I yelled at the top of my lungs at three of my closest friends at the time, and I still regret that to this day, because that night, I almost lost my friends. The only reason why I still got to be friends with them is only because, I don't know, the one who would have been one of them being the leader type, kind of, I think, explained the situation, and gave me, two choices, I believe. One, whether I stay mad, they apologize, or something about where I apologize, and they forgive me. I don't know, I don't remember in the entire situation. I just remember that was the ultimatum. And I remember, after, a bunch of dialogue, that I remember thinking that had I stayed very selfish, and they apologized to me about what I was mad about, that would not have looked good. Had I apologized to them, things would still be shaky, maybe. But we would all but we would all then be able to get back to normal, and I would still have friends on the good side, if that makes any sense. I mean, because like, I knew that if I stayed selfish and had them apologize to me because I was really out of the line that night, I would have lost my friends. And I guess since that day, I have tried to make it a thing where I do not get mad. I cannot get mad because I do not want to destroy. I mean, and I don't know, and I don't have any stress. I don't have a stress relief. All I can do is just something like just isolate myself, make a video, or more often than not, just watch videos. That's my stress relief, if any. Used to be video games, but nowadays, I don't feel like playing video games all that much. I don't know. Like, you know, I was hoping this actually would be a PSA about spoilers, or at least I was hoping that maybe I would talk about, like, oh, hey, you know, spoilers can happen, but it's up to you on how you deal with it, or maybe something along the lines of, like, they happen, but are you still gonna enjoy the material? Are you still gonna enjoy the media? Are you gonna cut off everything just that way you don't know about any spoilers? Honestly, I don't know. Okay, maybe I feel a little better because I did get to yell a little, and nobody's outside my door, so they're not like coming in like, "Oh, hey, Koji, are you yelling about something?" I don't know what to do. And, I mean, like, as far as I'm concerned, honestly, I don't even want, like, I don't even want to talk about anybody in person all that much. I mean, like, that's what, I mean, like, you know, when I get mad, I don't want to be around anybody. I don't want to talk. And I don't know what to do about this. I mean, I'm going to be lucky if I forget, but I'm still going to be mad, and because I'm mad, I can't forget. It's not fair. I'm pretty sure you've done the same, or been in the same situation where, you know, maybe a friend, a partner, or just a random person just spoiled something for you, and then the thrill was taken away. I mean, like, come on. Everybody knows the plot of Star Wars without seeing the movie Star Wars. And by that, I mean, like, you know, the original trilogy. I guess those are my thoughts on the matter, and good luck to you with avoiding spoilers. That's all I can say. Info and reporting out. Yeah, it's not broken.